In this lecture, we will talk about functions, and it is important for you to understand how functions and especially for how TypeScript types work inside functions, because functions are the place where we will use mostly TypeScript. And what I mean by that? You have currently the privilege to look at the dumbest function ever, and besides that it also has a compilation error. Well, we have a function which receives an argument and returns hello plus that argument. Currently we have a compilation error that tells that parameter name has implicitly any type. Well, because we didn't specify here any type, well, it says TypeScript understands that this is of type any, and currently our compiler options don't allow us to have this implicit any. If we will go to our TypeScript configuration, our tsconfig.json, and I will allow this no implicit any, I will make this false and save this, you will see that now we won't have a compilation error, but still VS Code will again give us a warning telling us that this name has an any type. Well, let's switch back to this no implicit any to true, and let's give this argument a value. Let's make this a string. And what is important about this function? As you can see, all the functions have some types inside their signature, what their parameters are, and also all the functions have a return type. In our case, our functions returns a string even if we didn't specify it ourselves, because here we are returning a string concatenation, then it will for sure return string. We can directly specify this by calling this string again, but this is somewhat redundant, especially for very simple values. If you have more complicated return types that it is important for you to specify them. If we are working with primitives in our case, maybe we can just let TypeScript infer the return type of this function. Well, if we will call this function, you can see that this John grid constant has now type string because it infers it from the return type of our function. Well, we also can have multiple ways in which we can handle our arguments. For example, if we know that our function argument is of type string, then inside our function body we will be able to call different string options or different string methods right here. Maybe call the uppercase hello grid. Also, JavaScript has an interesting feature called optional parameters. For example, here we have this console grid John function, and what is interesting about this function, if I hover over it, you will see that now its argument will be of type string, but you will see that this has an optional modifier. This question mark indicates that the parameter to this function is optional. And why is that? Because if it will be missing, it will be directly have like a default built-in value. So we can call this function, I can say right here, console grid John without any parameters, or I can call here console grid John with maybe other parameters, you know, something like this. And this way, because at this point this parameter to this function is optional and it has a default value. And inside the function, notice inside the function declaration right here, this parameter is of name question mark, but inside the function body this parameter is of type string. You know, we are sure that this is of type string and it is not missing from our function. Later on we can observe a different way in which we can write our functions, and this is of course a little strange if you are used to other programming languages like Java or C#. This looks a little strange, but no problem. This is exactly the same thing as we did before. This is just a different way in which we can declare a function, you know, with an this is called an arrow function because of this sign right here. This is exactly like the other ways, but we are declaring it in a different way. And the last point which I want to emphasize is by having multiple parameters to our function. For example, right here we have a function called grid multiple, and this grid multiple function, as you can see, it can access a wide range of parameters. It can have 0 parameters, 1 or 2 or infinite parameters. And observe the type of these parameters. This is a string array, and this is called the spread operator, or the var arguments inside other programming languages. And this function can receive any number of arguments with the condition for them to be string. So we can call them by just one parameter or by two parameters or so on. Inside this function, what's important, these names are a string array. So of course we can call array methods inside it. Well, we saw in this lecture a quick way in which JavaScript and JavaScript functions work and are declared, and what TypeScript adds to the table, of course, cool types. Let's move on into the next lecture and talk about an interesting feature of TypeScript, the any type and the unknown type.